Welcome to Billy Review Stuff, where I review stuff. Today I'm looking at the Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire, Tiamat, and Submarine. Now I'd picked this up, in 2024 now, since we're in 2025. I picked this up. I kind of lost steam on reviews. It happens. Like I got things I got a pile of shame that I really need to get into, and this was in that pile. And what got me to finally like jump up and be like, I need to review Tiamat is because I found the Drowned Viper at my local Walmart. So like I was like, you know what? I need to knock out Tiamat so I can do Drowned Viper and feel like I'm not just piling up on this stuff. And I'm really excited about it because I watched the New Empire this past, well, actually New Year's, and I'm back into it. I'm back to excited. I'm back to the unhinged antics of Godzilla and Kong. So let's get this out of the package and see what we're working with. And before I forget, here's a look at the back of the box. It says it's fully articulated and posable. It looks very movable. Tiamat with submarine deep in the Arctic Ocean. The bioluminescent power of Tiamat pushes back the darkness to reveal intruders like the Monarch Recon submarine. And here's the lineup of figures that come out last year. Godzilla Energized, Kong with Battle Axe, Godzilla Evolve, Beast Glove, Suko, Scar King, and Shimu. So let's continue. So Tiamat out of the package. She is really neat. I like the colors there. I like the brightness to her paint job. It's very vibrant. I like that. I dig that. But messing around with her joints, again, this is like I think this is $10 now. I can't remember how much I paid for it. Shoot, I think these are $10. My brain's fried right now. Um, but she's super loose in her joints. So let's just go ahead and just get into articulation. So articulation on Tiamat, we're going to start from the head here. She has a posable jaw, closes up. It looks really good. I like the sculpt work on there for what it is, again, because this is like, $10 toy. Um, Opens very far, doesn't look goofy with her mouth open. It looks right. Then she has a ball joint at the head, and it has like a good range of motion, and you can still see that sculpt work under there. I like that a lot. But then as you get further into her body, um, at the legs, she has a hinge and twist, so she can go all the way around with that. It has her like slightly pre-posed a little bit, so she needs to have like 1 foot more forward than the other. But that's kind of standard with Playmate stuff. Then she has a ball joint here, so that's a second ball joint, a third ball joint, a fourth ball joint, a fifth ball joint ending in her tail, and then hinge and twist for the back legs. Same thing where it's pre-posed, so it's kind of done up like how it should be. But she's a little bit floppy, and it's it's not because of the weight. I think it's just because they're just kind of loose, and it's not hard to fix that honestly because it has where it's soft enough plastic so you can pop it apart and see these ball joints here, which kind of is an action feature if you have where you've seen the movie and see what happens to Tiamat and just oof, oof, savage, savage. But yeah, I would either like take and put some why do I forget the names of stuff? You either put like some blue tack in these joints and I'll have where it stiffs them up and it's not like a permanent kind of like change to your figure, or you can take some polyurethane, water-based polyurethane, put it in there and it'll tighten these joints up, and it's an easy fix. Just pop them apart like that, put a drop in there, pop this back in there, and just kind of work it around for a bit so it doesn't get like too stuck in one position. It'll add some texture and a little bit of like take away a little bit of that space and just kind of make it hold a little bit more. Because other than that, this is a very well articulated figure from Playmates, and I'm kind of amazed by that. And I do love how it looks. Like Tiamat, this is I was not expecting this from this figure. This is a good deal. A little bit of work in there, good deal. Here's Tiamat with Playmates Kong, Scar King, Shimu, and a Haya Toys Godzilla. Amazingly, I'd say they were close to being in scale. A little bit more detail on Tiamat, and I think they would actually kind of be okay to square off against each other. Just to, wash here, a little bit more detail there, stuff like that. So, do I think you need Tiamat in your collection? I think if you see her on the shelf for $10, she would be a good get. I did have to put some poster tack in her ball joints along the length of her. The polyurethane did not work. It's it's too smooth in there, so the poster tack was like the best bet there. And still, her joints kind of spin more than I want them to, but she still has where she poses well on all fours. Like trying to do anything like upright or anything like that doesn't work out. But again, this is like a $10 toy. You could add some paint detail to her if you wanted to. And since she is in the later parts of this line, because the movie's done come out, DVD, it's via VOD now. It's on Netflix. Go watch it on Netflix, by the way. Again, this movie's fantastic. If you like unhinged monster battles. But yeah, she's in the later wave. So these figures tend to, at least with how toy lines usually are, those later waves have less production, less reach there. So if you see her in stores, grab her. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Did you grab Tiamat when you saw her in stores? Have you seen her at all? Because I know a lot of people, like myself, have where like parts of figures never show up in their local Walmarts or things like that, or Targets. Just things just never come to them because they're just in like this like blacked out region. It's just like, hey, nothing goes here. But let me know down in the comments below. Please like this video, share if you can, and I'll see you in the next one. Later, guys.